If you've ever struggled with Zoom fatigue, you are going to love this video because we smash it and show you how you can utilize Zoom to make your meetings come alive in a vibrant new way with Zoom Immersive. That's what we're covering on this episode of Agorapreneurs.
Welcome to Agorapreneurs, standing for liberty and freedom, all done peacefully. Now, here is your guide, Terry Brock.
Business today around the world is using Zoom and video more than ever. And it's being used so much and not as well as it could be by many people that people talk about Zoom fatigue. You might have heard of that. Yeah, Zoom fatigue. Well, I would say the problem is not so much Zoom any more than it was PowerPoint when people say, oh, death by PowerPoint. It's how it is used. And if you have a skilled professional who can use it well, that would be you, then you can do very well and stand out, particularly with Zoom, with a new feature that's called Immersive Zoom. Hi, I'm Terry Brock, and I'm a communication and marketing advisor. I work with companies and with individuals around the world, showing how they can present, how they can come across in a professional way, and just have some fun with it too. And there's this new feature that is available with version 5.6.3, and make sure that's right, 5.6.3, and it gives you the ability to have what they call immersive. It's really nice. Matter of fact, let me just share my screen with you here and talk about an article that's out there that talks about what can be done with that and how you can use it. Let me bounce over here to that. Here we go. This is an article that was there, Introducing Immersive View, a fun new way to meet. This is from the Zoom blog right there on their website and how it works. And I think they've got some nice features with this of what is available and how you can use it and the kind of features there. Notice what you've got here. You've got 6 people. Looks like they're in the same room. Looks like, hey, all 6 of them are right there just side by side. Not quite. They're in the view this way for us, but really it's kind of like the old gallery view. If you're familiar with Zoom, you know we can have that Brady Bunch kind of thing, the Hollywood squares to go back to the 70s and 80s, those kind of scenes that we saw. Is really what we have with a gallery view, but now we get this here so that you don't have to have that. With this new overlay called Immersive Zoom, you're able to show it in a different way. I like the way they said that right here. Sometimes we all just need to think outside the video box once in a while. That's why we're excited to unveil Immersive View, a more engaging and collaborative way to meet. You immerse yourself in it, and they give you several templates. Look at this one right here. This is available. It's part of it for no charge. This is available in the free version and all other versions too, so you don't have to worry about paying any extra. But here's 2 different people in different locations. They could be on the other side of the world from each other, but they're able to appear as if they were right next to each other, just seated there at the same table. This is what it's all about. And you got another one here. Look at this. You might have 5 people. Here's one that looks like, okay, everyone's pictures on the wall there talking and having a good time. Well, that's an option that is really nice. And it's available to do it. Let me show you how you can use this right now with Zoom. First of all, again, you must be using version 5.6.3 or higher. And everyone that's in your meeting, in order to be part of this, must upgrade as well. Otherwise, they'll be kind of relegated to the old gallery view. We won't see them as much. So if you've got a meeting coming up next Friday, I would send it out at least a week in advance. Hey, everybody, make sure you upgrade. Here's how you do it, that kind of thing. But what you want to do then is go into the upper right corner, and when we click on that, normally it was speaker view or gallery view. Now we do have speaker and gallery, same as before, but we also have immersive. And immersive gives you a lot of possibilities. Let me show you what happens here. So I open this up here. First of all, a big old box comes over my head, and I'm going to bounce over here, kind of roll over to the side here. And you'll see it says choose immersive view. They give you several that are available with Zoom in this new version, but you can also create your own. I'm going to show you a little bit about that in the future and just a few minutes here when you can do that. But let's say, for instance, let's go back to this one that we saw here right there, and it's got me, Terry Brock, right there. It says, okay, Terry's going to be seated there. That's where they start me. I'll click on the start in the lower right corner here, and look at this. Bing! Woo! There I am. I just popped in there. It kind of beamed me over. And I'm seated here. I can sit like that. Now, I could make myself a little bit larger if I wanted, but it doesn't look too good that way. So I'm going to come back here like this. Here I am seated there, and I could have 5 other people right beside me. Or I might say, hey, I want to sit over here on this side. So I just click and drag me over there or me over here. Me being the host, I can do that. So I could be here. Now think about this. You could have a panel discussion. Say you had 5 experts on a given topic and a facilitator. I do a lot of facilitation work groups, do a lot of MC work as a professional speaker. And so I could be there with 5 other people and just go down the line saying, okay, Bob, what do you think? Only I'm going to look this way. Okay, I'm going to say, well, Bob, what do you think about that? Well, Mary, what are your thoughts? And Sally, what do you think about this, etc.? And we can do that. I think there's got some real possibilities, but you got to be careful of something. Notice what happens if I reach my hand out over here and I try to oh, look, at my hand disappears because it's outside of that little box that you'll see right there right now as we're sharing the screen. You don't normally see that little box with all the other things on there, but it would be that way. So you've got to train yourself to keep your hands within your body. Otherwise, it gets kind of goofy and it starts looking kind of weird and all that kind of thing that comes with it. So it's a good little tool, but just be aware of it. And so let's take a look at some other features that are here. Here's one that I really like. You're going to love this one, called the Fireside Chat, because it looks like I'm seated right here by a fireside. I could have another person there with me. We're just seated here talking, sharing. I can adjust this a little bit, make it a little bit larger or so, something like that, so that I can adjust it, move it around. It often snaps right back. It might be a little too much there, but we'll put it over here and we're able to see the view with a crackling fireplace there, or at least a picture of one. Now, what you might do, and I'm going to try this, you can put video back there as well. So I would like to get a video of a fireplace. Shoot the video for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then you just keep looping that video. That would be an option as well. It would be nice and have a person here. This is great for interviews. So when I want to talk to someone, I just look over this way and say hello, rather than looking into the camera, which is what we're normally trained to do. So you can use this, and it gives you some real benefits. Now, a disadvantage of this is that we don't have the ability. Let me break out of this right here. I'll go back here to speaker view, and it says, okay, do you want to stop the immersive view for everyone? Yes, I do. I'll stop it right there. So what you can do is you can use this, but you cannot record it. And you might think, well, wait a minute, Terry, you're recording right now. Well, the way I'm doing this is not within Zoom. I am recording it with an external program called Camtasia. I'm using Camtasia for Mac, and it works really well. You could also do it with many other tools that are out there, other video recording. So that's a little kludgy right now. I got a feeling the folks at Zoom are working on it and would come out with something a little bit later. But for right now, this is still a good way to show people how you can really brighten up those meetings, bring them to life, and that makes a big difference. Oh, and here's another thing. I'm going to go back into the immersive view right here, and I'm going to select one that I created. Here's one that I have done. I put here, this is one I've used before. You see I've got my picture there. This is some I've used. You've seen some of my videos before. You know I use that. But look what I can do here with this. I can turn this around and make it a little bit more attractive. Now you've got a person there speaking, a good size. Everything looks nice. It looks very professional. And again, make sure you keep your hands in the right place. So you do that there, you've got something that's going to work out very well. Let me show you another one that I created over in Canva. I'm going to change the immersive view again, click here and click here. Now this is something you can do. Now it comes in like this, but I'm going to move me up here, right about there, and I'm going to make it just a little bit different size. There we are, something like that. So you see, here I am. I'm seated there, and of course I can have the person right next to me over there, and make sure that we are able to see this, and it works out real nicely. Bring it out a little bit more like that. Now I've got a little bit more room here. So you want to play around with it, experiment, test it. I do this a lot with my clients, showing them how to adjust this, how to make it work for better presentations. Because what you're doing now is you're taking this and you're changing it to something great. By the way, notice in between us we've got the brick wall. I could put a logo there about the meeting event, or what our company is, the company logo, or a theme that we're working on this year. And down below, with another tool like Ecamm or VBiz or some others that are available, that not very difficult at all. OBS is another one. I could put names or notes below, something like that. So this is a tool that can help you a lot. This is a tool. I'm going to stop my immersive view here, and we're going to go back to speaker view. There we are, and I'll stop it. And so here's the bottom line business for you entrepreneurs and those of you thinking entrepreneurially. You get a chance to get rid of Zoom fatigue. You can liven up your meetings, bring them to life by changing the scenery a little bit in a professional way. Have some fun with it. Be creative. Have some fun in a good-natured way. Canva is a great tool to use for creating those backgrounds. We do that with clients often, showing how to do that and doing it for them as well. These types of things are available. So I would encourage you, experiment. Have some fun with it, and let me know what you think. Leave a comment below wherever you're catching this. And if you want to send me a quick email, love to hear from you. Terry@terrybrock.com is my email, and I'll look forward to hearing from you. Hey, have a great time Zoom immersing yourself, and have a wonderful time there. Thank you very much for joining us today here on Agorapreneurs. We're all about your freedom, liberty, and being the entrepreneur that you are, reaching out to achieve the goals that you want. Whether you're an entrepreneur on your own, or maybe operating within another enterprise or organization, whether you're a solopreneur or part of a much larger enterprise, we are here for you to help you get the skills and the technology, the right thinking of mind, right frame of mind, how to increase your connections, building those relationships in business that matter. Don't forget, we've got the 5K program, help you in creating content, no charge to you. You go over and you can look at that at terrybrock.com/5K. Notice the K is lowercase, and you'll be able to get that information, no charge, and you'll also be able to sign up for the newsletter that we send out, the Agorapreneurs Power Report, so you stay right up to date on what's going on. And if you need to reach me, my email is the best way to get in touch with me, terry@terrybrock.com. Hey, thanks for being with me today. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.